My name is Ellie Kelepouris, and I am a clinical nephrologist. I'm a professor of medicine at the University of Pennsylvania Perelman School of Medicine in Philadelphia. I am also the president of Women in Nephrology, and in this role, I work closely with our executive council, our membership, and sister societies such as the ASN, National Kidney Foundation, American Heart Association, RPA, and of course, AIM. We develop programs for the professional development, career advancement, leadership, mentoring, and work-life integration so that our younger colleagues can avail themselves of our knowledge and expertise in these areas. I'm a clinical nephrologist currently, but I started my career as a basic scientist. I was very interested in looking at how basic science concepts can be used, developed, so that you can apply them to the approach to clinical medicine and clinical problem solving. I was funded by the American Heart Association and received a Career Investigator Award. I was really happy in this role. I expanded my horizons and my knowledge base. I made many colleagues, many friends who are still friends today and colleagues today in the basic science arena. But I began to miss clinical medicine, and I shifted my focus, shifted my career intentionally to get more education in curricular development and in clinical research. And I developed my second career, which was as a clinician and an educator developing the doctoring curriculum, which was an innovative new curriculum in a medical school which had not had a new educational program for quite some time. I learned in this role how important it is to be collaborative and how important it is to network, but to acquire new skills as you progress in your career. So I took courses in education. I took courses in career development, and I took leadership courses at the Harvard School of Public Health. And those really helped me immensely in crafting my career because I had benchmarks that were identified for me, which I aspired to reach, and could use the new information which I received from those courses to really look at the next stage of my career. So when there was an opening for the chief of a nephrology division, one of my former mentors, who was the chair of medicine, called me and said, you know, Ellie, this is a really good opportunity for you to look at this position. And, you know, I never thought of myself as being the head of a division. I thought I would really advance in a dean's office and become associate dean for education and grow my career in that realm. But I started thinking about what attributes would I need in order to be successful as a leader of a nephrology division. And I realized that I needed more training. And I took a second course at the Harvard School of Public Health, a leadership course for division directors. And I also enrolled in, and I actually was selected to be a candidate for the Executive Leadership of Academic Medicine program, which is run by Drexel University. These were two fabulous programs. They changed the trajectory of my career. I learned about how important collaboration is, how important networking is, how to read a spreadsheet, how to construct a budget, and how to recruit and retain young faculty and develop their careers. So I accepted this job in the beginning with a lot of hesitation. And as I continued in that role over the next 10 years, I really marveled at how smart my colleagues were and how devoted they were to their career, how devoted they were to education, and how they made my job so much easier because we worked together, we worked collaboratively, we grew a transplant program, we developed a first-class fellowship program, we did clinical research, and it was really one of the most rewarding times. We were family. At one point, about 4 years ago, I was asked by the dean and the president of the institution to assume the role of chair of the Department of Medicine. The department was in a crossroads at the time, and there were many really important things at stake. Retaining research dollars, retaining really key programmatic initiatives within the Department of Medicine that were bridge funding to other basic sciences departments and collaborative relationships with industry. And that was really my role. My role was to grow the department, retain research funding, retain investigators who are both clinical research oriented and basic science oriented, and to grow our budget. And oh, by the way, there were 250 members of the department that needed career development and a school that was longing for new educational initiatives as well. So it was a heavy lift for me. Because I felt that I was not ready for this role, but I took it on and took another course at Harvard, again, the Harvard Leadership course for chairs of medicine, as well as attended the American Professors of Medicine for new chairs. And again, really counted on my women in nephrology colleagues who were in leadership roles to shepherd me through this very difficult process in the first 3 months. I had a personal loss at that time, and I really rallied every fiber of strength I had in order to really be successful in this role. And I leaned very heavily on my colleagues in the Department of Medicine to help me and to help them. And we successfully navigated some very difficult years when things really were not looking to be in the best of shape. We successfully retained $20 million of funding. We promoted numerous colleagues within the ranks to associate and full professors. We looked at gender equity and financial equity and pay equity within the Department of Medicine for all our constituents. And as I grew in this role, I realized that how important collaborative relationships are, how important networking is, and how acquiring new skills outside of our basic training in medicine and in fellowship, how important that is to craft your career and help craft the careers of others, of your colleagues and fellows and other faculty members. So why women in nephrology? These leaders of women in nephrology were really so important in crafting my career. I identified two mentors early on, a male mentor and a female mentor, so that they could really shepherd my career and I could see perspectives on both sides. And Women in Nephrology is such a wonderful organization and helped me immensely acquire these new skills that I needed to develop my leadership roles. So I wish you all the best of luck in crafting your careers, and keep us in mind, lean on us as I leaned on my predecessors to help develop your career, and good luck. Thank you very much.